What this Reddit post is basically about is that 21-year-old guy that has been visiting Geylang for 7 years just to, and then apparently his family is quite supportive as well with this like whole entire career per se. And then he also describes that he has very positive experiences there because he's been facing like social rejection and stuff. So he finds it very acceptive, and he also had like emotional connections with the people there as well. And then it helps him with like the loneliness and isolation that he's been feeling, potentially based on the social rejection that he's been getting lah. Maybe I'll start with my thoughts about it. It sounds very sad. It sounds very sad.
Is it harder for guys as compared to girls to what? To have social acceptance?
I feel like as a girl is more difficult because there's like this level of like beauty standard that men would like require from girls, right? I always feel like there is a lot more stereotypes in terms of like beauty standard for female as compared to male. That's why a lot of girls like they are looking into like beauty procedures. They will always like dress up. They constantly buy clothes. But then for guys, it's like, oh, I just like dress like Uniqlo style and then I'm like good.
So my opinion, right, is that I used to frown upon these kind of vices lah. But ever since like entering nightlife, right, not say that I'm very supportive of this kind of behavior, but I understand why certain people have to do certain things. Like some people drink to kill the inner demons, right? Some people need to get pros to help them, professional help from Geylang, right? To satisfy certain urges that they cannot get from anyone else. Or I think the alternative will be worse, right? Where they go and end themselves because they cannot get the kind of acceptance or the love. Yeah. So which is why I think this guy is also smart in a way that before it's too late, he found a solution to save himself.
It's kind of like a bit similar to me because when we are a lot younger, it feels like this kind of thing is like, oh, it's such a red flag and whatever. But it's a lot more common than we think it actually is. Like there are more people than I think, than I perceived.
Like why some people smoke, right?
Correct. As compared to when I was young, right, I'm like, okay lah, like no one's gonna do this lah. Like why would anyone do this? But actually I realized that sometimes people just do it just because.
And then also maybe like let's just say like another scenario lah, right? A husband is like supporting the family by himself, and then the wife is really so busy with the kids. You also don't want to burden your wife with more of your problem, right? And that's why you go outside to find counselor, to go and talk to someone else about your problem. Or maybe he just don't feel comfortable with talking to a counselor. He find a Geylang professional, a pros, bro.
Then I was like, wait,
pros, bro.
I was like, counselor?
Yeah. I'm getting there. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting there.
Oh.
But maybe this is a easier route for him lah. As compared to like, okay, having to go out to socialize, then you need to be accepted for the way you look. You need to be accepted for who you are. Like this is a much easier.
Just pay and get it done.
Yeah, correct. Like much easier option for him. So maybe he's like, okay, since this is a much easier option, why would I spend more time and effort and potentially money to go on dates, right?
And he was also
that might not work out.
So he was also bullied. So like, of course he'll be ashamed to show his body to somebody maybe that he cares about, He's scared he will like scare them away or something like that.
Oh my god, we're so open.
I'm also quite curious about how he explained this whole entire situation to his family because he has a supportive family that supports whatever that he's doing lah. Like in this case, like how do you tell your family that you are doing all this?
Go find chicken and duck.
Maybe they rather, because technically it's a transaction, so it doesn't hurt anybody.
Maybe the family don't want to deal with it, so it's like, oh my god, you do you. Then they don't want to deal with it, They don't want to give him the emotional support. Just tell them good. Like, people ask, hey, how's my track? Dope, bro. That kind of people,
But imagine your sibling tell you this, like how will your perception of them change?
I won't change. I'll be like, you must be hurting somewhere very bad. I want to help you. I want to know more.
So I feel there is a way deeper problem, right, than just loneliness and isolation that he's feeling from like the outside world.
Yes.
I mean, the other thing is that it could be that going to Geylang, right, makes him feel more confident afterwards. Maybe before this, like he was like a super depressed kid that like stuck in his room all day, just can't do anything. After he started going, right, then he is able to achieve some sense of normality.
So
right?
Geylang is like his practice range there.
Not say practice range,
warm up set.
His shooting range.
Following up on Antonio's point, right, have you ever applied for a job right out of school, right? And then that job is like, oh, this job, we only want fresh grad, but you must have minimum 3-year experience. Isn't it the same as, right, dating a girl, right? But the girls that hate virgin guys, because virgin guys don't know what to do in bed, so they have to go practice somewhere else first before they come to actually date a girl.
I wouldn't say that it's about like knowing about how to have sex. Correct me if I'm wrong lah, but I believe like most guys should know how to fuck anyways lah.
Should know.
Should know lah, like you just know, like feel what your body wants.
What if I am like holy and then I don't subscribe to pornography and then I have no experiences? I only have urges but I have no
I
experiences.
don't know lah.
have
When
any
I
reference.
fucked my ex for the first time, she was like, "Oh my god," and then it's good.
When you fuck your ex, right, you never watch porn and you never jerk off, like literally clean, and then you automatically know how to fuck.
Apparently,
Damn!
Your ex
Sounds
was a
like
virgin?
self-marketing
Wait, was your ex a
on
virgin?
podcast.
Or what?
yeah.
But that means she also don't know what is good and bad what.
No, she like it, but she don't know the levels.
Oh,
yeah.
There's something in there.
My point is that like a lot of girls want guys who are more experienced in a relationship, like know how to talk to women. But there's a lot of guys who never had a relationship, don't know how to talk to a woman, so they're damn scared. So it's kind of like they go for these prostitutes in attempt to feel that, okay, I know women to some degree.
Internship.
Yes, an
Training.
internship.
So Antonio, so what's your conclusion about this
Have
case?
more attempts.
Never fuck a prostitute when you're sad. This is a temporary solution to a very difficult problem, and you're just using it as a band-aid to not feel what you're supposed to be feeling.
Ooh, that's very true though.
Don't fuck a prostitute when you're sad. Fuck a prostitute when you're happy. If not, right, you're gonna feel really depressed afterwards.